This is TNT Sports' Adam Summerton, and you're listening to Three Fish on the Shirt.
This is John Tander. You're listening to Three Fish on the Shirt.
Good afternoon. Welcome to this week's Three Fish on the Shirt. I'm Dave Dixon, and I'm joined as ever by my sidekick, Mr. Steve Risley. Good afternoon, Steve.
Hi, Dave. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Slightly disappointed after yesterday's match, but all things equal, it was a point in our race for the playoffs. What are your thoughts after yesterday's match at Harrogate?
Disappointed because it was 2-0 up with 85 minutes on the clock, and I was watching it, and we were in control, to be honest, pretty much. I thought that Harrogate did come back second half, but I can't believe we've actually felt like a loss. I really did. I have to keep reminding myself it's actually a draw.
Yeah, away draw, which you'd say if we can win our own games and draw our away games, you'd be more or less happy, wouldn't you, with that?
Yeah, but players were gutted, and I was really annoyed. Their equaliser, their first goal was couldn't do it about that keeper, and then an own goal by Danny Rose.
He's a bit unlucky as well, Danny Rose. We'll come to that in a bit. But I mean, I sort of picked the game up, watching it as you did. Found it fairly back and forth early on. Until the team settled, and I thought we were really looking okay, not earth-shattering, but we were trying to play football, and we weren't doing too bad, and I was reasonably encouraged.
There was no chances. There was a very, very few chances, but we were the team. Like you said, we're trying things a little bit more than them.
And talking of trying things, sort of midway in the first, towards the back end of the first half, at 37 minutes, Harrogate are trying to play the ball around the middle of their midfield going forward. Ball gets cleared out to Green, who decides to shoot from 70 yards. Now,
I was gobsmacked.
What do you make of that? I mean, that was unbelievable, wasn't it? I mean, it's hit the headlines everywhere. It's all over YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, you name it.
It's everywhere, absolutely everywhere, isn't it? I couldn't believe when he hit it. I thought, what's he doing? And then realised, because he, like you said, he didn't whack it. He sort of stroked it.
Yeah.
And the angle of it was it had to be absolutely perfect.
Yeah. Because the keeper would have just caught it in the box. If it had been any shorter, any longer, it'd have gone over the bar pretty much, wouldn't it?
I've not heard any interview with him, about it, or why he tried it, or if he just to think about doing it.
But it's one of those things, we've said it a time or two, trusted to do things that you see that are on the pitch.
Yeah. I think I saw a comment on Twitter somewhere. Somebody said, if he still played at the Shea, was it?
Yeah.
If he still played at the Shea, he'd have passed that sideways.
Yeah. I probably would have done last season as well. If he was... It's all back to that, what's Greeny's job, to get the ball forward as quickly as possible. I think that's probably the end extreme of it going forward. But it's effective. It's effective. Yeah, it's effective. And all he's going to get now is shoot whenever he gets the ball, isn't it now?
That's right. It was a ridiculous goal just to even try it. But the keeper, I don't think the keeper was that far off his...
We didn't look it, because he wasn't scrambling back from like the edge of the D and really running, was he? He was like, it was just like he was dozing a bit, and he was like
right,
not really. And I suppose there's one place, the area of the pitch you're not expecting a shot from. It's there, isn't it?
Yeah, I quite liked it when he ended up in the back of the net, but he caught the ball then.
Yeah, he caught it sort of
Even
more or
though-
less on the bounce, didn't
Yeah, but there was a good angle I saw from behind Greeny.
he? Yeah,
Somebody videoed, and it
yeah, we've
was
got that. Yeah, I'll put it. I'll overlay it as we talk.
yeah, fantastic goal, and yeah.
One of my
Unbelievable to
interesting
see.
things was Doug Tharm's reaction. Doug Tharm's going, "What?
Yeah.
Amazing!"
He put his hands on his head, and so did some of their players.
Yeah. When there's talk about nothing you can do about it. That's just like,
That's it.
apart from close him down immediately he got the ball, there's nothing you could do about it.
What surprised me was not one of their fans was applauding that.
No,
I would.
you would
I think,
normally, wouldn't
I
you?
think,
Oh well, fair play.
I think I would have clapped that, to be honest, to see that goal. You don't see many goals like that in your life.
No, not live at the ground. I mean,
No.
it was even longer than likes of Beckham's and stuff like that, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And more sensual.
I mean, you just got to hold your hands up, and it was you were glad to see it.
Even the one Rooney scored against West Ham for Everton was it? I think it was
Mm.
inside the D, wasn't he? The centre circle.
Someone was saying about Puskas, like, I don't know if he must have done it once.
Well, there's the Puskas Award, isn't there? For outrageous goals, I think is the thing, because they were talking about the other Danny Rose goal. They won at Bromley, where he sat on his backside and picked it up between his feet and then flicked it over his head. That was also talked about. So I think it's sort of for outrageous goals, that award. But
okay.
I will check.
Puskas.
Yeah, not Busquets this time. Puskas.
Not the Busquets award.
Yeah,
That's Geezer. Busquets type.
Yeah, player. But it's sort of, we're used to seeing Greeny get the ball there and then just run forward, and that's what I'd anticipated he was going to do from there. But like I say, keeper couldn't scramble back, and he was scrambling more than struggling to get there.
Yes, that's right.
And I suppose it's a hard place to pick the ball up from. And then on from that, not sort of 7 or 8 minutes later, or just after the 45 minutes was up, we get a long throw into the box. It's headed out a little bit, and then Sven Thorsen, whose shots we're not used to seeing as rasping efforts, he just caught one lovely.
Beautiful, yeah. That's was that from a I think that was from a throw-in.
I think it was from a long throw, and it was
long throw, wasn't it, by time,
yeah. No, there was
it's lovely.
It's one of them. It stays hit, doesn't it? Once it's hit.
Yeah.
And
it was a lovely strike.
And it was lovely to see that at the back of the net. And 2-0 going into half time. That's a lovely position for Town to be in. Positive goal difference. Thank you very much.
Yes, positive. +1 goal difference.
All looking up. And the second half, we didn't really ever get going again, I don't think.
Well, the substitutions didn't work, did they?
No.
Thompson looks like he's treading water, but he didn't look.
Yeah.
He struggled a little bit. I thought he struggled to get up to speed, and Greeny went off. Time went off.
He hasn't played a great deal, has he?
No.
And it's difficult, but I don't know. It's difficult to criticise because it's been so good, hasn't it? And these players that have struggled to get back in the side, you're hoping that a half-firing Curtis Thompson can do a better job for the last 20 minutes, half an hour, than a knackered Kieran Green.
He can't seem to last 90 minutes, can he? I don't agree. I mean, he puts a lot of running in, doesn't he?
Absolutely, yeah.
So can't fault him.
Just quick check back to the Green goal and the Puskas Award. The FIFA Puskas Award is an award established on the 20th of October 2009 by the Federation International de Football Association, FIFA, at the behest of then President Sepp Blatter, yes, to be named, awarded to the player to have judged the most aesthetically significant or most beautiful goal of the calendar year.
Yeah, that's it then.
So it's a goal of beauty. You can't say anything against that as a goal of beauty, can you?
No, I think he's sealed the Player of the Year award for me.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's done that many good things this year. I think it'll deserve a bit of a compilation. I think when you think back to the little bits of brilliance, the run against Cheltenham to get a goal for Vernham, the run against Bradford to get the goal for JDS, the flip with the outside of the boot at Wimbledon to get the winner for Danny Rose at Wimbledon. That yesterday, 2 goals last week. So many times when he's been a key.
He's done it all season
yes.
as well. He's from the word go.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like Hume's been brilliant, but he wasn't the first month or two. He wasn't great. But Green was like, from the word was like, who's this? Who's this player?
Yeah, where's the real Kieran Green?
It's going to be a Scooby Doo moment, wasn't it? It's going to reveal him as somebody else.
Yeah, like Messi or something underneath the mask.
Yes.
No,
Messi.
No, so absolutely not enough superlatives to describe that goal. And what can you say? But yeah, that was the Pushkas Award. Sorry, we digress. So 2-0 at half time. And then the second half, I just felt it was really scrappy. We never seemed to get going. We played into tight areas too much, lost the ball unnecessarily at times when we could have built decent attacks. What do you think of it?
I thought Harrogate came out a lot determined, to be honest, to actually give it a go, because I don't know if they thought if they were safe or not.
Yeah, I think from what Dave Artell was saying, that he thought they were probably safe, but they probably wouldn't want to risk it. I think he's probably right on that.
Well, they had 45. They've got 46 points now, so they've had 45.
Yeah, they only want another 2 or 3 points.
So they still need them.
To go down, them and Tranmere, you need Morecambe Carlisle to pick up one or both of them to pick up more than half the points available. So they haven't done that all season, so it's highly unlikely that they're going to start doing it now.
That's right, yeah. They're going to end up with like 44 points, 43 points. So Harrogate are safe.
Exactly, and they're 6 points down. The best 6 and 7 points between them down. So Morecambe are looking what they've scored, 2 wins in the last 6. Carlisle have got 3 in the last 6 and unbeaten in 2, which is probably the first time they've won 2 back to back. But they've only won 9 all season, so the chances of them winning a load more out of 4 is unlikely. So for me, everybody above Accrington's probably set about safe by now, barring 1 or 2 more points, which would help.
It was. I thought Harrogate did come out fighting, and they did score a great goal.
Do you know what though? There was a lot of good goals around yesterday. If you've seen any of the other League 2 goals, I mean, Tranmere were 3-0 down.
Yes,
and all 3 of their goals were brilliant.
They were unbelievable goals.
Yeah.
And
not even the best goal of the day, but still great nonetheless.
I saw somewhere it said 5 goals, the best 5 goals.
Yeah,
and Green was obviously
Tranmere.
1, and all 3 were Tranmere. The 3 Patrick's goals.
2 are Patrick's and somebody else, and then there was
that Dennis, my
Dennis.
mate.
Not anybody's mate. Who else? There was ours, and there was one other. And they were all cracking goals. Not one of them was bad. And that's only the ones the 5 they chose to show. So God knows what else I was kicking about.
And then there's that fantastic result, unbelievable result. Swindon Bradford, 5-4.
Yeah. And actually, when I logged on to look at the scores, both Doncaster and Bradford had a man sent off. Sorry, Wimbledon and Bradford had a man sent off. And actually looking at those results, you'd have taken them ahead of the game, wouldn't you? To say, if Town wants some results to help them, they're the results you want.
Yes. Donny drawing against Wimbledon.
Yeah, and notwithstanding Crewe getting beat by Cheltenham. So,
Notts County.
Yeah, Notts County lost. That last couple of minutes really did sort of hit the daggers. However, we are one defeat in 5. We've won 3 and drawn 1 and lost 1 of those 5. It's hardly disaster time, is it?
No, we're still 7th. It's still in our hands.
Yeah, we get more points than Colchester, or the same points as Colchester, or anybody below us will be all right. We've got Chesterfield at 4 points behind, with only 4 games to go, that means somebody's got to score 4 more than you.
Salford have come up a little bit as well. They've got a game in hand.
But again, they could be 2 points behind. But again, they're not going to win every game. Unlikely, isn't it? They're on a decent run at the minute, aren't they?
Who are Salford?
Yeah, unbeaten in 5, won 3, drawn 2.
Yeah.
But
it's really tight now. But top 3, it's Walsall are teetering.
Yeah, but even we're not that far behind, are we? I mean, we're only 6 points behind Walsall, which they've had 4 draws and 2 defeats in their last 6.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Doncaster got a game in hand, haven't they?
Yeah, they've only won 2 of the last 6, drawn the rest. So they're resistant to defeats at the minute, but they've not won every game. There's some tough ones coming up as well. So just looking at the stats before we move on to the games. Last 15 games, Town won 8, drawn 4, and lost 3. 28 points.
You take that,
yeah, it's nearly 2, very nearly 2 points a game. And the last 5 have already said won 3, drawn 1, lost 1.
So about 2 points a game then.
Yeah. The next 4, Swindon, Port Vale, MK Dons, and Wimbledon, home, away, away, home. I've worked out that if we carry on at the rate we've been scoring points at all season for the next 4 games, we'll end up on 72. If we can carry on at the rate we've been scoring points over the last 15 games, the form that I've just talked about, we'll get 72 or 73.
Yeah.
If we get the same rate as the last 5 games, we'll get 74, and obviously the maximum we can get is 78. So somewhere between 72 and 78 would be a reasonable return on our season, regardless of what that means to us at the end.
So 74. Say 74 points.
Yeah,
means Colchester would have to win. What would that put? That 9.
They'd have to win 3 or 4.
3 out of the 4.
Yeah. And they've got to play Crewe next week. So if Crewe are going to drag themselves back in it, they've got to win that game. So Crewe will be still clamouring, I would hope.
I think top 3's out for us.
Yeah. No, I think so. It's just about
still got to have result go our way for that.
Yeah. And coming on to that, next, there's quite a few cracking games next week. You've got Salford, Doncaster. So Doncaster can kill off Salford for us once and for all. Either by draw. A draw would be great for us again, I think. But we're a bit unlikely to be challenging Doncaster for that spot or going to the autos. So them not pulling away too far, but keeping Salford down might help. Bradford v Notts County is the game around next week. I think that's the Thursday night game, isn't it?
That's Thursday night game on Sky. Yeah.
What a spoiler that is for a great away day weekend, isn't it? I was really relieved when we didn't get any of the televised games for the run-in, because it just messes them up, doesn't it? I'm up doing a cracking Saturday afternoon, that one at Bradford Notts County.
Yeah, now it's Thursday
night. Yeah, and if you lose that one, you're deflated till the Monday, then, aren't you? It knackers you. It knackers a great Good Friday up, actually, isn't it? Because it would have been a great Good Friday for them.
Of course, it's Bank Holiday Friday, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah. So on Friday we've got Wimbledon, Chesterfield, Bromley, and Morecambe, Carlisle, Port Vale, Cheltenham, Gillingham. Then another interesting one for us: Colchester v Crewe. So we'll open Crewe are fighting like stink to get somewhere. Town v Swindon, and Tranmere v Doncaster on the Friday. That other game I mentioned at Doncaster was on Tuesday night. So
Colchester Crewe. I think Colchester win that, and Crewe are out of it.
Yeah,
I think they're out of it anyway.
And again, a draw would be quite nice. A defeat, a Crewe win wouldn't be end of the earth, would it?
Crewe win would be good.
Just
I think
keep
on that
Colchester back. Yeah, they still have to win them 3 games, wouldn't they?
We've just got to win. We've just got to make sure we beat Swindon.
And I think that's the attitude, isn't it? It doesn't really matter what everybody else does if we win our games, which is why you come back to them and go, "Oh, if we could have won yesterday." It is what it is, and like I say, once you get over the immediate aftermatch, you've got to sort of be a bit more reflective, haven't you, and say, you know what, it's an away point. Let's
It
go again.
is, and if we were 2-0 down and we came back, scored 2 late
You'd
goals,
be happy as
2-2,
Larry,
we'll be
wouldn't
happy.
you? Yeah, absolutely.
But it's just the way it panned out. And it was good goals, some good goals yesterday though. 3,
Yeah.
I mean, not the own goal by Danny Rose, but the 3.
Yeah, the 3 other goals were really decent goals, and I suppose
Really good
anybody who went
goals,
to that game can say it was worth the entrance fee, can't they? On that score.
Yeah, town fans were loud, weren't they again?
Yeah, well, as always.
So,
but it's a
well,
weird old ground, isn't it, Harrogate? They've got like 2 stands on each side, haven't they, or more?
Yes, yeah, and the town fans are all crammed in that corner.
Yeah, there was some in the standing bit and some in the seats. Yeah, it's a bit of a
it's a strange ground.
hodgepodge of stands at varying heights and positions along the pitch, aren't they?
What the wife come in and she said, "Is that a proper ground?" I went, "Well, not really."
Yeah.
It's that's why I've never been there. I don't fancy going.
Yeah.
So you are recording, aren't you? By the way.
Yes, I am recording. Yeah, no problem. I was just looking
Great,
at something on the thing. We had a possibility of a guest joining us this afternoon, but he's not available. So it's Rob Cavallini, the guy who's written that new book.
Oh, okay.
He wants to come on and talk about his book, but it's not time sensitive to this week. So
yeah, so I was just talking about. Did you hear Tell talking about Doug Tam?
Yeah. I think
cramp.
Yeah.
So he said, "What's that about?" Well, he said he shouldn't have cramp.
Yeah. He said, "I played that
harsh.
position. I played that position."
Yeah, he was. He's played the back 4. He's in the back. He's in a 3 with.
Yeah.
But if that's the way it is, isn't it?
Well, I think what he's probably upset about is the fact that Doug Tham was just on the end of everything, wasn't he? And I think if he'd still been there, I don't think we'd have seen at least one of those goals would have been prevented. He's a big part of our goal prevention, I think, Doug Tham.
Oh, I lost count how many headers he won yesterday.
Yeah.
And Rodgers and that,
I mean, Rodgers was a bit like McJanet yesterday. I didn't notice him, and I wasn't worrying about where he was, or he played well. But yeah, Doug Tham is it must be a frustration for Artel for him to talk like that, and it felt a bit harsh in one respect, but then in another, I just hope he don't feel thrown under the bus. But if he had cramp, he had cramp. I mean, there's any number of reasons that can be, fluids.
Well, yeah, it's quite
salt balance.
Interesting what he said, though, isn't it? Artel, he don't say anything like that. But but he obviously not happy about it.
I think it was a frustration for him, wasn't it? Because, like I say, it was a substitution that you wouldn't have wanted to make. You would have wanted to leave them 3 on.
That's right. And Curry injured as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he rolled his ankle in a challenge, didn't he? It was not a foul, I don't think, but his ankle rolled, and that led to him having to go off. So hopefully that's nothing bad either.
No, but hopefully positives though. There was Jordan Davis and Charles Vernon. I thought looked quite good when they came on. Davis was getting stuck in.
Yeah. So
Vernon's
on the positive front, then, as we said, the table's looking pretty reasonable for us. Port Vale back on top. They've won the last 4 on 76 points. You'd fancy them or Bradford now over Walsall, wouldn't you?
Yes.
And that can change massively in the next week or so. There's more twists and turns in this season, isn't there? Definitely.
It's going to be some. You're getting to the point where you're not quite sure what results you want.
Yeah, you've got Donny, Wimbledon, and Notts County feel like they've probably got a foot in the playoffs, and it really is that last spot that's the one that's up for grabs. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, Notts County, they're not nailed on it yet. I don't think.
No.
I think the way they keep losing.
I know they've got to play. Yeah.
Strange games, and who are they playing this week? County? Was it
Bradford?
Bradford, yeah. So if they lose to Bradford, we win, Colchester win. They're out, dangerously out of the playoffs.
Yeah, they will be. Yeah. Oh,
I don't think.
Well, Colchester would have to win by about 8 goals, but yeah.
Yeah, I think Notts County might scrape in, but I don't think they're nailed in yet.
No,
I think the rest of them are.
Donny and Wimbledon, you think are in?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think Notts County are in with us a lot.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's what looking at their current form, They got booed off again, didn't they? Notts County.
Yeah, well, the
fans
I mean,
aren't happy with them.
it was that Kellyanne Mai, wasn't it, that got the 2 goals, and he was terrorising them. Absolutely.
Oh, he's a player.
I heard somebody, I think it was Mickey Demetrio, described at the Crew game Bogle terrorising defences again after our game, and I thought it was absolute crap. I think I said it last week. And he got taken off again the other night when I was watching him, and I was laughing at him. What I would class as a terrifying of defences was that performance the other night by Salford's Kellyanne Mai. He was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely ripped them apart.
He did it to us as well, didn't he?
He's on a bit of a run, isn't he?
Couldn't stop him. And County, Notts County, they've got rid of Crowley. And what's his name? What's the other guy? Jones.
Yeah, he was injured for a bit, wasn't he?
Is he still there? Is he?
Yeah, he's still there. A big chunk of time out injured. Don't know if.
But they've lost them 2 out of the team. I think they're not the same team without them.
No.
Well, he's gone to MK Dons, hasn't he?
Yeah, that was on that. Just don't look on Notts County to see whether they were missing Jones still, because I know he was out for a long time. I'm not sure if he came back or not.
Is it Curtis Jones?
Jody Jones.
Jody Jones. I see. He's great.
He was on the bench, so I wonder if he's returning from fitness. But
so there is some important. They're missing two players there. But MK Dons, where Crowley went, they've had an awful season.
They've had a shocker, haven't they? I just hope that continues into next week or two, because we've still got them to play, haven't we?
That's right. Yeah, they've only got 2 more points than Tranmere.
Yeah, and to be honest, that takes some doing, doesn't it? The way Tranmere have been this year with it. I mean, they've scored 12 more goals than Tranmere, but they've lost 4 more games than Tranmere.
But the budget that they lost yesterday, MK Dons, didn't they, to a 92nd minute?
Yeah.
98th minute goal, I think.
Yeah, and Barrow beat Walsall. So Walsall are on the right shocker, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yeah, Gillingham. Yeah, 95th minute, Bradley Dack to beat MK Dons. And MK Dons.
So here's one for you, Steve. Are you excited about the next 4 games, or are you nervous?
Or
both?
Bit of both, really. Bit of both. I'm quite excited about Friday's game.
Yeah, it's got a bit of added spice for us, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Because we really desperately need this current mob to kick the crap out of Mr. Holloway, don't we?
We do, because he's going to come here and you know what he's like. He'll take the piss. I think. I'm excited about Friday, but I'm not nervous. No, not really.
I'm hoping the atmosphere is like the good old-fashioned, bank holiday games against Barnsley and stuff like that, because there was a bit of rivalry. All right, Swindon's not a local derby or anything, but having this Holloway bit around it, his first come back to Blundell Park, his first return, just feels like it adds that level of spice. You get a nice shirt sleeve weather day, and that sort of atmosphere.
Yeah,
could be good
atmosphere. We've just got to concentrate on our game now, haven't we? Make sure we.
I think so. None of the players were here, I don't think, were they? So nobody's got a personal beef. It's one for the fans, but it's a way these new crop can do it for us, isn't it?
There's nobody. I don't think there's any players here. There's only the staff. Maybe Dave Moore is here. And Dave Moore's been here for everybody. So.
everybody since about John Newman, Tommy Casey.
I was thinking yesterday with Ben Fox and what's his name, Morris in midfield. When they were here, there's nobody here now. Players.
I'll tell you what. Sorry, one other thing. Well, you mentioned Bryn Morris. He let a rasper go that Wright saved.
Yes,
that was a corner for the equaliser, I think, wasn't it?
That's right. Great save by. It was a hell of a shot.
Yeah,
great shot.
Yeah, we've always known he's got a shot
by Wright. Yeah, that could have gone in, and then that was after 2-2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
So 4 to go.
Yeah.
Swindon on bank holiday Friday. Easter Friday, Good Friday. Let's get it right. And Port Vale on the Monday. That's a toughie, but I'm hoping they're going to. A lot of the home teams are struggling out there when they need to do well at home in these conditions.
They seem to be, yeah.
I'm hoping that. They didn't yesterday, but they were playing Bromley, so hopefully against somebody like us, we can go and do a bit of a job on them. Port Vale.
Yeah, I think we're a strange team, Port Vale. I mean, they're in form, aren't they?
Yeah, and Wimbledon. It'd be nice for that to be a game that's just about who plays who in the playoffs, as opposed to do we get in or don't we?
Yeah, no, that would be nervy. I would be nervy that game.
Yeah, that'd be horrible, wouldn't it?
Hopefully, yes, that could be. I don't think it would be in the playoffs by that game, though. I think we might need something.
Yeah, it relies on others, doesn't it, for whether that's done and dusted or not? Because if Colchester and Chesterfield and Salford and Crewe don't get enough points, it could be enough if we've won enough. But it's all ifs and ands, and it's that tight. Yeah, any number of teams could make it, couldn't they?
It could even come to we may be something like 2 points ahead of the team below us, so we're in 7th.
Yeah.
And with 2 points, say Colchester are 2 points behind us, but with our goal difference, we'd have a draw won't be enough if they won.
They won,
it could be all that. So, so all sorts of scenarios that could happen. Yeah. So I would be nervous that game.
So it's about winning for us, isn't it? As much as we can.
Just win every game.
Win every game, and it's all done understood. Yeah, easy.
1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0.
We've won 4 on the trot this season already. So why can't we do it again?
What's our goal difference? Again,
-1.
So if we win 1-0, 4 1-0s, we'll end up.
You know what? The next negative goal difference is 16th. Cheltenham -9.
16, yeah. Did you? Somebody told me last night, yesterday, that the only team to be promoted with a negative goal difference was Huddersfield Town when they went to the Premier League.
All right.
Well, I've not checked it if that's true, but that's what somebody told me yesterday because he must have looked it up.
Sounds like a question for AI.
Yeah. So it was Belder's lad, Callum. He knows his
knows
stuff.
His football. He's obviously done his research.
I was like, oh, that's one for the pod.
Yeah, nice one. Any other exciting news from the world of League Two yesterday? Any notable things from any matches or anything?
It's just a lot of goals.
We talked about those and quite the cracking goals as well. I think was the key part of it, wasn't it? And
those goals, Port Vale scored 5.
Yeah,
they've not scored loads, but they scored 5 yesterday, and then those 3 goals at Tranmere scored to come back from some. They were just like top, just Premier League. They'll be raving about these goals.
Yeah, and I say League Two, even those ones were overshadowed by Towns, weren't they?
That's right. Yeah, the Greens goal. If that was somebody in Premier League, they'll be showing that.
Yeah.
It's funny because I watched a match of the day actually, and the clips at the start. There's Beckham there when he scored his goal from the half, and the clip of him just loading it, and I thought, oh, Greeny's done that.
Better than that.
Better than that. He can bend it better than Beckham.
Yeah.
No, it's just a lot of goals, wasn't it?
Lots of goals. Billy Sharp was sent a lot of red cards yesterday in the early games. Like I said, Billy Sharp was sent off. Reeves was sent off for Wimbledon, and Richie Smallwood for Bradford.
Yes, I've seen them all, and they're all red cards for me.
Yeah.
A lot of red cards. We've not had many red cards this year, have we?
We seemed to have a rash of them in the middle, didn't we? And it seems to have calmed down a little bit. Yeah, but there were no other red cards in the game, in the other games. Just those early games, but there was 3 of them.
I don't think we had. Did we have any bookings yesterday? No, we didn't actually. No bookings at all. Harrogate did.
Good discipline. That's good.
Yeah. Josh Marsh, that was that foul on Rogers, wasn't it?
It was. That wasn't great. He just left a bit on him, didn't he?
But no. And Ben Fox, he was poor, I thought, Foxy.
Yeah, he struggled with injury. Anthony mentioned it a few times yesterday, but injured himself at Northampton when he was there. Went up for a header, landed in the turf, turned his studs, stuck in the ground, and tweaked his knee, and that was it.
But no, it's we're still 7th, and it's still in our hands. We didn't lose yesterday, so yeah.
Moving on then. We've covered off stuff around the club, haven't we, in the last few weeks? There's the exhibition on at the minute for the history exhibition with town, the heritage exhibition. I knew there was a word there somewhere for me. Heritage exhibition on at town is going down really well. I've seen some good reviews of that. It's worth going. Hopefully, try and get to have a look at that this week at some stage. So if you haven't been to that,
is that on this? That's on all this week.
I think it's on all this week. I think it's on through to Easter.
Yes, yeah.
And certainly seems to be worth a look. And in terms of the other thing I wanted to mention this time was Rob Cavallini's book that's coming out. He's doing a series of five books about town, and he's starting off his first chapter, shall we say, of the early parts of towns. So I'll just find it because it'll be easier to read it.
Yeah.
History of Grimsby Town Football Club, Volume 1, 1878 to 1910. So the first sort of 32 years of town. And there's going to be 5 other books that he's writing between now and the next few years. He's going to write all the volumes as a labour of love, I believe. And he's going to come on and talk to us about the sort of process of writing those and how you can get hold of the books as well. So that's something to look forward to hearing from Rob about, and his kind of motivation for writing football books, which he's got a few, and how you can get hold of it. And if you do it before May, you can get a discount, and you can get your name in the book as well by doing the pre-order. So if you're into that sort of thing and getting your piece of history and your name in these books, I've managed to get mine in the complete history, which is one from quite a while ago. It's got my name in the back, and yeah, nice books to collect if you're into that sort of thing. So we'll put some details in the description for today's episode, so that anybody wants to go and have a look can go and have a look, and we'll look forward to welcoming Rob when he can come on and talk to us. It was a bit awkward this episode because of availability of everybody at the same time, but we'll get there. Another bit of congratulations, not around Grimsby Town, but Cleethorpes Town, the champions of their division yesterday. So congratulations to them. That's nice to see.
Yeah, see the champions, not just promoted. Yeah,
there's about 3 games left or something ridiculous.
Something like that. They got quite a lot. Yeah, 80 odd points. Yeah, fantastic.
The only disappointing thing about it was Jason Stockwood's view when he said, "Look forward to making our annual friendly into a league fixture." I'm thinking, I hope not. We want to be moving on a bit. We want to be leaving them behind.
They'll be playing Scunny first.
Exactly, and that could be next season.
Yeah, the way they're going.
Yeah. So they won their game yesterday.
They did. Yeah.
3-0, and were made champions with 3 to go. So congratulations to the Owls, and let's hope for more success in North East Lincolnshire as Town get to the playoffs in the next few weeks. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I've got my Cleethorpes Town, my Energy El Clasico T-shirt.
Oh, is that from the friendly? Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember you getting that.
Hey, yeah.
I remember you getting that. Yeah. Nice
El
one.
Clasico. It's July 2022.
El Fishico.
El Fishico, yeah. I still got it.
Nice one. Let me have a look at something.
So well done, Cleethorpes Town.
Yeah, the Owls, not Sheffield Wednesday, the real Owls.
Yeah. The real Owls, yeah.
I mean, I think it's only formed in something like '98, so they've done really, really well, haven't they?
Yes, they have, and it's a good setup there. It's really good setup.
And I love the friendly at the start of the season because the club, the club there, the former Laporte's club, Linden Club, whatever it's called nowadays, is it's a nice tight little ground. The old bowling greens is the outdoor seating area for the bar, and it's got that nice club feel about it, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. It's a nice setup, and the pitch is good pitch and good. Always good games against them pre-season.
Yeah. No, they give us a good game, don't they? And they got to
They do,
the.
yeah.
Bear in mind, they got to the final of the Lincolnshire Senior Cup as well, and only lost to Scunny on penalties at Lincoln last month.
Yeah,
So
they're good.
that's some season to do both, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. But I can't think who their manager is now. Was it?
Dave Rouse, Craig Rouse.
That's right. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, hopefully they'll. I don't know what league it is they won. It's well down the pyramid, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the. I think it's the. Let's have a look. What league are they in? Northern Premier League, Division 1 East.
Yeah.
They've done well. They're good on them. Like I say, I hope that rubs off on us.
Yeah. They playing Grimsby, don't they?
Yeah, and we playing Cleethorpes. So, Love Lane Corner. Interesting week then, Steve. Lots of anticipation for the Swindon game. Not long to wait because it's now Sunday and we're playing Friday. So, excited for that. What are your thoughts of how the game might go? You think it's going to have that atmosphere with edge, like I've said? I hope it will.
I think it will. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they score a lot of goals, Swindon. So we're going to have to.
Yeah, they scored 4 in the last outing away, didn't they?
Yeah, so we're going to have to be on our guard regarding that. But they concede a lot as well. So,
yeah.
But we need everybody fit after yesterday's game. So hopefully Danny Rose is all right. And
the number of goals Tishmanga scores in first half injury time, I'd like to see a count up because he scored yesterday 45 and 4, same time as JDS actually yesterday for us. Yeah, we need to keep him quiet. He always seems to blooming score, doesn't he?
Well, he scored against us. He scored in the last minute for Chesterfield against us. About 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was in the season we came back up, wasn't it?
Yeah, they won. Yeah, it was. Yeah, 1-0. They won 1-0. Yeah, with a late 90-odd minute goal by him.
Yeah.
Got to keep him quiet. Yeah. I know. I'm a little bit nervous about Friday.
I think the fans is like you say. If the fans can hold the grudge and the players can do a professional job, that'll do us nicely.
Yeah, I think we've got to score early again to get the crowd going.
Yeah.
We did the last home game, and then just it's going to be interesting.
I'm not sure the crowd will need a lot of it. I think the crowd will be on side next week, regardless. I think it'll be a get into them sort of field tomorrow, next Friday rather.
Yeah, well, we need to have a go at Holloway as well.
Oh yeah, massively. It needs to be hostile.
Yeah.
Anyway,
look forward to that.
We'll wrap up there then, Steve. Unless there's anything else you wanted to share this week.
I don't know if we mentioned did we mention the price of the Player of the Year award? The cost of it. There's been a bit of furore.
All right, yeah, there's been a bit of furore over that. What was your take on it?
I'm thinking because people was saying, "Oh, it was free when Fenty was here," and I think you get a meal, you get to meet the players for I think it's a reasonable price.
Yeah, I think the same for what's on offer. I don't think it's a bad price. There's lots of things that we've all got choices over whether we can afford or not. You can't really ask the club to be trying to finance everything on one hand and then not taking advantage of an opportunity. Whether it's a success or not depends on whether they sell the tickets or not. And
that's right,
if you can't afford to go, don't go. I mean, I don't feel that I can spend a reasonable amount of the family budget on football shirts every year, so I stick with my older ones, and make do and manage and get one every now and again, as opposed to getting one every season. If I'm going to the match every week, don't necessarily have a pint every week, and you cut your cloth accordingly. And I appreciate that some people might want to go and can't, but there's lots of things I want to do and can't. So I can see both sides, but I don't any reference to Fenty doing it for free and this ownership going down the wrong route and all that. I just find it absolutely incredible. I just don't get it at all.
Mind-boggling.
But
people start talking like that.
yeah, but
no, it's an evening, isn't it? Even that 2-course meal.
I mean,
get to meet the players.
You're talking about probably a couple of hundred people going anyway, so it's not like you're cutting off your whole fan base. And I get there's people want to go with the kids, but I don't ever recall it being a very kid heavy do. I mean, I went a few years ago, and it wasn't like a kids type setup. They did the open training session for them to all meet the players the other day. So they're doing everything to make it accessible. They had a special day for the Mariners Trust for the kids, and crafts and players there, and you can't have everything. There's always something not going to be people happy with.
Oh, that's it.
And I understand their point of view, and I get it, but you can't please all the people all the time, and that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, and people moan perhaps won't go anyway, but it's.
There'll be some people doubtless that are like that. Yeah, so there was that, and hopefully it doesn't detract from the good stuff that's going on the pitch at the minute, because that's where we need to be focused now, isn't it? Really, between now and the 11th of May, which is when that first week of May, when the playoffs are on, first full week of May.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So and on that, I'm just going to vote for my player of the year now while I'm on the website.
So who's your vote for?
Kieran Green.
Yeah, I think my mind was made up yesterday. And again, I think I said it the other day, not on here, but it's worthy of note that the number of people that could be in the frame for it this year that you're even talking about is testament to what sort of a season we've had. You could put in a shout for Hume, you could put in a shout for McEachran, you can definitely put in a shout for Greeny.
Yes.
Danny Rose has put a shift in again, although I think he'd be pipped by one or two of those others. But Rogers has been brilliant. After he's been one of the ones that has been very confidence player, hasn't he? That he's struggled, you've only seen
the most minutes on the pitch this season.
He's been a stalwart this year. He's been fantastic.
Yeah, Evan Curry,
yeah, they've all done brilliant, and it's hard to pick one, but I think Greeny's done outrageous good things, as you said, consistently well. He'll have won a lot of votes yesterday, and they're going to have to add his goal to the goal of the season, and then cancel all the other entries, I think.
I can just remember saying to you, start of the season, Greeny's like, Greeny's playing well today, and then the next game, we're like, he's still on it. What's he been on?
And then he signs a new contract, and you're thinking, really? We thought this was just a flash in the pan, but it's great to know that was a deliberate change to what they were doing for him, and we've talked about it many a time on here, haven't we? But no, long may it continue, and long live Greeny.
Long live the green.
Long live the green and his Purest career.
Green. Yeah, that's it.
Finest green. That's a target reference for a target audience, isn't it? Of Blackadder fans.
What was it? Purest green, right?
I have invented Purest Green.
Purest Green.
Yeah. So you don't think it looks like snot then?
No, it's just green.
Yeah. So more green headlines this week, I think.
Yeah, go on. No, you're not rose. I'm going for green.
Yeah. Before we finish, then, just a thank you very much for everybody who's been tuning in. We're getting great audience figures at the moment through both YouTube and all of our audio offerings. So thank you for taking your time to join us. We hope you enjoy what we're doing. We certainly enjoy making it. And you can follow us on the social media on any of the accounts, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, X, as you call it nowadays. All you need to look for is at 3 Fish on the Shirt. That's the number 3 and Fish on the Shirt, all one word. And you'll find us on any of those particular platforms. So without further ado, thank you, Steve, for joining me once again. And we'll reconvene over Easter and see how we get on. And we'll be probably 1 or 2 more games further in when we speak again.
Very exciting.
Exciting. Well, you crack me up, Steve.
Yoking.
You're only yoking. We've heard them all before.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It had to be done. Anyway, until then, we'll have to say, up the Mariners!
Up the Mariners! The thumbs are gone.